In this video, we're going to demo the products for the Boardwalk submission to the FDA Traceability Challenge. We'll be showing the Unity Central Radius Control Tower, the Collaborative Digital Ledger, and the Boardwalk Excel Cloud. So let's go ahead and start with Unity Central and the Radius Control Tower. And here I'm going to log in as a specific person where I'm playing a role in the segment or the food supply chain associated with interacting with the data for Tyson's and looking at information coming in. And this workspace that I have is for me, and it's a collection of files of data, and it's a lot of information that is the active document chains in the workspace. So you can see new information's coming in from Outlook. There's information coming in from external sources, and from that information we're also generating alerts about information we should be interested in. But let's take a look first at how this information is organized. If I come over to Control Tower and I say show me this particular DLA workflow, and then let's take a look at this particular purchase order, it shows me for this purchase order what is the latest document that has shown up, because you can see this timeline down here showing all the documents that came in, and you can see that one that was indicating the packing list is right here. And so without having to do any conversion, this information is brought in. The data is pulled out of the files, in this case a PDF file, and then it's something that you can actually find and work with inside of the Radius Control Tower and Unity Central. And how would you add something to it? If I go back to the beginning area and say I'm going to go into Tyson's, and then I want to go into the purchase order acknowledgement and say let's just go ahead and add one in here. So I'm going to add in the 9479401, and then this gets ingested into the Unity Central environment automatically. And now you can see that this has been added. So now I can go back and say, well, let's take a look for this across the entire control tower using what we call Ripple. And Ripple is a mechanism for us to be able to go in and say, look for a particular keyword in all of the documents and show me what that information is. So as you can see here, and I zoom in a little bit, here's that new document that I just added. And all of this is done without having to convert anything to SQL. It's automatically converted into a data model that can be used for track and trace. And then what we want to be able to do next is say, well, let's take a look at some of this specific information and say, for this particular item here, which is the vessel delay, let me see what's going on with this, because it says the expected sale date is 6/12, but it's waiting for an update. This is where we're now able to do a collaboration with other users. Now I can move into a collaborative mode and say, how do I interact with the ledger in order to update information about sailing? Well, here I'm logging into the ledger. I've said login is Maersk, and now I'm seeing the purchase order status data that's being used to drive all the interactions around this data. And I can see here that this sale override date needs to be updated. So I'm going to go in and say it's going to sail on the 6th. I can give a reason for why it's put in, and these can be pick lists or these can be typed in. And then I can say submit this and say my updates. And then this takes this information, pushes it to the change to the digital ledger. And you notice that only the information from Maersk is being shown here. But if I go over to Excel and I say now show me all of the information associated with this particular activity, and I say refresh this, and now I'm logging in as the vendor that is actually driving all these interactions, then it can be through an email or it can simply be done at a cell level with the change coming in and saying, hey, this has now been updated. And if I come over here and I zoom in and I take a look at it, I can say, here's the most recent change, and I can say, show me how this has changed over time over the past week. And again, all of this information is available at the cell level, so you can see these changes. And then if I go back to Unity Central and then I refresh this, I'll see the most information has been brought in now, so it shows the new expected sale date and this current status resolved. The last demo is how to get information into the Boardwalk data environment. We showed you how to take a document into Unity Central. Well, what about information inside of Excel? Because so much information in Excel already today. Here's the produce traceability template. You can simply use the Excel Cloud plugin, say I want to be able to share this information, and without having to do any data modeling or any transformation, you simply say share this information by worksheet or the entire workbook, and then as simple as that, this information is now in the ledger, available to share, version, and can be connected up to any number of users and systems. So in summary, the Boardwalk Traceability Information Management Platform addresses the need of all segment participants, provides innovative technology, ensures integration and interoperability across all segments, while providing affordability and scalability as a complete solution. Thank you very much.